It's impressive how many incredible games end up being overlooked, hidden in the shadows of big releases with million-dollar budgets and overwhelming marketing campaigns. While some titles monopolize the spotlight, others, filled with creativity, captivating stories, and innovative mechanics, remain stuck in the shadows. These small gems may not receive the same attention as the big productions, but often deliver memorable narratives, fascinating worlds, and even gameplay systems that leave the giants of the market behind. These are the games that prove it's not just about budget size or a famous name that defines what's truly memorable. Get ready to discover incredible stories, unique mechanics, and unforgettable worlds that you may have never noticed, but that have all it takes to claim a special place in your heart. I'm Jax, and if you're new here, welcome to the Play Hunters channel. I bring you daily content, so you won't miss a single detail from the world of games. And if you could subscribe to help me grow, I'd be really happy. From one gamer to another. Opening the list, Bloody Spell immerses the player in a dark universe of martial arts and visceral combat. The plot follows a protagonist who faces a world in ruins after a devastating attack, while dealing with personal losses and hidden secrets. The narrative, full of tension and plot twists, blends perfectly with the dark setting and detailed environments, creating a constant sense of urgency and challenge. Combat is the essence of the game, with a system that allows you to switch between various weapons, each bringing unique attack styles and combinations. The fluidity of the battles is impressive, and the character's special abilities add an explosive touch to the action. The agile movements, combined with strategies like counterattacks and combo moves, make each fight an intense and rewarding spectacle. Each weapon choice and combat approach feels like a carefully choreographed dance. Another highlight is the level design, which changes with each attempt, ensuring constant freshness. Elements are rearranged, bringing new challenges, enemies, and rewards, keeping the game dynamic. There are side activities and mini-games that enrich the experience, offering a variety that keeps the player hooked from start to finish. In second place, Code Vein is an intense journey through a ruined world, where strategy and courage are essential. The narrative takes place in a post-apocalyptic setting filled with mysteries and brutal challenges, and you must team up with a partner, either controlled by AI or in cooperative mode, to face powerful enemies and hostile environments. Each combat requires precise coordination and planning, turning every encounter into a unique experience. The game shines with its deep customization system, offering a variety of weapons like axes, spears, and bayonets, as well as abilities known as gifts, which enhance both attack and defense options. The combination of these mechanics allows you to create unique fighting styles, whether focusing on brute strength or more agile and calculated tactics. The satisfaction of switching between approaches during battles is immense, especially when facing enemies with unpredictable patterns. Another highlight is the flexibility offered to the player. The ability to switch between classes, mix abilities, and change strategies during the campaign keeps the game dynamic and engaging. Every decision, from weapon choice to adjusting your fighting style, impacts survival, creating epic moments that make the adventure unforgettable. In third place, 7 Enhanced Edition immerses you in a plot filled with lies and betrayals. Playing as a skilled thief, your mission is to escape from a prison that seems to conspire against every move you make. The story is full of layers, with secrets hidden in every dialogue and alliances that are not always what they seem. The surrounding world is completely open, allowing you to explore as you see fit. You can scale structures, sneak around undetected, or even confront enemies head-on. Everything depends on the style you choose. The environment is filled with obstacles and unexpected dangers, and situations demand quick decisions, always testing your creativity. Combat and stealth are equally dynamic, with tools and abilities that make each approach unique. You'll also encounter intriguing characters who will require tough choices, often with unexpected consequences. It's impossible not to get involved with the dilemmas that arise and the constant feeling that everything is connected to something bigger. In fourth place, Blacksad Under the Skin is an immersion into a mystery case that perfectly captures the 1950s atmosphere. The story begins with the death of a boxing club owner and the mysterious disappearance of his top fighter. It's up to you, as the investigator, to follow the clues and uncover the hidden truths in the darkest streets of a large city. What makes this experience so unique is how the environment and narrative intertwine. The noir atmosphere, enhanced by a jazz soundtrack that feels straight out of a classic film, places you right in the middle of a tension-filled investigation. The choices and dialogue system give real weight to your actions, shaping the story's progression and offering different endings. Gameplay combines investigation, puzzle solving, and quick action moments. Each clue discovered leads to new characters with stories that expand the main mystery. The visual charm, with comic-inspired art style, turns each setting into a spectacle that mixes beauty and decadence. It's a journey where every decision matters, and every moment leaves a mark. In fifth place, Before Your Eyes is a unique narrative adventure that connects each blink of your eyes to the most significant moments of an entire life. Reliving these memories while a mysterious figure tries to unravel your story makes every instant meaningful. From simple joys to difficult truths, everything is told in an engaging and unforgettable way. The use of blinking to advance the story brings a sense of urgency. Every moment, no matter how brief, leaves its mark before fading away. A quiet family scene or a meaningful conversation might pass in the blink of an eye, reinforcing the idea that everything in life is fleeting. This makes every choice and memory even more impactful. The story doesn't just focus on happy moments. It delves into delicate themes and explores memories that reveal regrets and difficult choices. With a charming visual style and captivating narration, you feel immersed in a plot that makes you reflect on the bonds we create and the expectations we carry along the way. In sixth place, Katana ZERO delivers fast-paced action with a neo-noir aesthetic that makes everything even more immersive. You control a skilled assassin on a quest for answers about a dark past, navigating through environments filled with tension and stylized violence. The narrative unfolds in a fragmented way, weaving mysteries that keep you hooked with every new confrontation. Combat is a mix of precision and creativity. Every strike is decisive, as both you and the enemies are eliminated with a single hit. The ability to manipulate time transforms the fights into true tactical spectacles, allowing you to plan each move or react to unexpected situations flawlessly. From deflecting projectiles to using traps and explosives, every battle becomes a brutal masterpiece. The levels, meticulously designed, offer freedom to approach challenges as you prefer. Whether advancing with agility or studying every detail of the environment, the game rewards both strategy and spontaneity. The combination of intense action and a mysterious narrative creates a hypnotic atmosphere, impossible to put down until the last strike. In seventh place, Concrete Genie is a captivating adventure that blends creativity and overcoming challenges in a decaying coastal setting. The mission of restoring polluted streets and walls gives a unique sense of transformation, where every stroke brings vibrant colors and life to a place that seemed forgotten. Watching the city slowly fill with light and energy is rewarding. The highlight is the use of a magical brush that allows you to create creatures full of personality, with special abilities to help overcome obstacles and puzzles. These figures, drawn in a unique style, not only interact with you, but become indispensable allies in critical moments. Painting murals and bringing these creations to life transforms each space into something unique and special. The contrast between the beauty of the creations and the challenges faced reinforces the message of resilience and hope. As each wall is revitalized and the environment gains color, it becomes clear that the change is not only physical, but also emotional. Each brushstroke carries a part of the soul of the city and proves the transformative power of creativity. In 8th place, the Technomancer combines science fiction and action in an intense journey through a post-apocalyptic Mars. Between faction conflicts and mutant creature threats, the story places you at the center of decisions that could change the fate of an entire planet. Every choice made during the adventure shapes not only the world around you, but also your relationships with your allies. The combat is dynamic and offers 3 distinct styles that you can alternate depending on the situation. The technomantic abilities add an extra touch, allowing you to use electricity to deal devastating damage or enhance defensive strategies. The combination of powers, weapons, and equipment customization ensures that each encounter requires quick thinking and adaptation. The crafting system is a highlight, allowing you to modify both the look and capabilities of your arsenal. Coupled with the ability to form alliances or choose alternative paths based on interactions and decisions, it gives a unique depth to exploration. Each mission is an opportunity to discover more about Mars and the impact your actions can have in this ever-changing world. In 9th place, Elex 2 brings a unique combination of fantasy and science fiction, set in a post-apocalyptic world filled with moral dilemmas. The setting is vast and completely open, allowing you to explore every corner without interruptions. The choices you make not only shape your path, but also influence the behavior of the world around you, creating a sense of authenticity in every interaction. One of the big highlights is the vertical freedom provided by the jetpack, which allows you to reach any place on the map, whether to gain a tactical advantage or simply explore. The combat system is challenging and requires strategy, alternating between melee combat and ranged attacks. The tension rises when facing mutant creatures or dealing with rival factions fighting for control of a powerful resource. The game also presents a central dilemma: embrace emotions and human connections, or follow a cold, logical path. This duality not only affects the narrative, but also your interactions with other characters and the outcomes of missions. With interconnected quests and a reactive world, every choice leads you to discover more about this intriguing universe and its complex alliances. In 10th place, Valkyria Chronicles combines strategy and narrative in a setting inspired by the conflicts of the 1930s. The story follows a war between powers, where the fight for valuable resources triggers intense disputes. At the center of it all, a local militia faces monumental challenges, balancing military tactics and the desire to protect their homes. The plot goes beyond armed conflict, exploring themes of resistance and sacrifice. The combat system is one of the most notable aspects, with an innovative mix of turn-based strategy and real-time control. Each move requires planning and precision. You can command soldiers and tanks in beautifully designed settings where the terrain directly influences the course of battles. This tactical approach makes each confrontation unique and engaging, especially when facing enemies with surprising resources. The visuals are another highlight. The watercolor aesthetic, created by the exclusive graphics engine, transforms every scene into something memorable. The ability to customize units with over 100 different characters allows you to create formations that adapt to each mission. The combination of an emotional narrative with tactical gameplay makes this title a true masterpiece in the strategic RPG genre. In 11th place, Atlas Fallen presents an epic journey through vast deserts, where the fight for freedom takes on an almost mythical tone. The narrative places you as the bearer of an ancient power, facing oppressive gods who keep humanity chained. Each step across the dunes reveals secrets about the world and its origins, while the weight of responsibility grows with every discovery. The story is driven by the duality between oppression and liberation. Facing legendary creatures and challenging the deities that govern the desert is not just a matter of strength, but also resilience. The connection with the oppressed people and the discovery of their stories makes the mission even more engaging. while the campaign dives deep into themes of resistance and sacrifice. The combat system and sand manipulation complement the narrative, reflecting the character's struggle to turn despair into power. The magical gauntlet is not just a weapon, but a symbol of rebellion against the oppressors. Each epic battle against colossal monsters seems part of something bigger, shaping the fate of a world that awaits its liberation. In 12th place, Enslaved Odyssey to the West presents a unique vision of a post-apocalyptic future, inspired by the classic Journey to the West, which also influenced various other works like the recent Black Myth. The story takes place in a world devastated by war, where combat machines still patrol the remnants of civilization. You follow a journey filled with dangers, where survival depends on teamwork and tough decisions. The story is one of the game's great strengths, exploring themes of cooperation, trust, and sacrifice. The relationship between the characters grows as the adventure progresses, shaped by adversity and dynamic interactions. Every moment reinforces the emotional connection with the journey, while the world around you impresses with desolate landscapes, yet full of details suggesting the lost grandeur of humanity. The gameplay blends action with platforming challenges and puzzles, where the balance between combat and exploration is well adjusted. The use of unique weapons and abilities adds strategic layers to confrontations, while the environment design encourages a creative approach to overcoming obstacles. It's a memorable journey that leaves its mark, even in a world already filled with survival stories. In 13th place, Aragami 2 places you in the shoes of a shadow warrior, carrying the burden of a curse that consumes both body and mind. The mission goes beyond protecting the village and freeing prisoners. It's about honoring a legacy and uncovering the secrets behind a power that is as fascinating as it is dangerous. The setting, filled with mystery, makes every mission a crucial part of a story full of tension. Stealth is the heart of the game, with swift and precise actions that reward patience and planning. Neutralizing enemies without being detected or opting for non-lethal approaches gives a strategic freedom that few games manage to achieve. Every choice carries weight and can alter the course of battles or the dynamics of missions. The character customization adds depth to the experience. With abilities tied to shadow manipulation and upgradable techniques, you can create a unique combat style. The possibility of exploring the campaign with other players in co-op mode makes the journey even more exciting, while teamwork turns each mission into a test of coordination and creativity. Next, we have Last Day of June, an emotional journey that transforms a story of love and loss into a deeply touching interactive experience. The plot follows a man who, consumed by grief, desperately tries to change the events of a tragic day to save his beloved. Every moment is filled with emotion, as you revisit memories and face tough choices that shape the fate of the characters. The aesthetic is one of the most striking aspects, with a visual style that resembles moving paintings, giving the game an almost dreamlike atmosphere. Interacting with the paintings, which allow you to go back in time, isn't just a mechanic, but pieces of an emotionally challenging puzzle. Each solution brings out new dilemmas, reinforcing the idea that decisions have weight and profound consequences. More than just a game, Last Day of June is a reflection on love and the limits of what we would do to protect those we love. The combination of moving music and the interactive narrative turns every moment into something personal, where each player finds something unique to carry with them. In 15th place, Blair Witch is an unsettling descent into the darkest corners of the mind and nature. The search for a missing boy in a forest full of mysteries quickly turns into something much more terrifying. With every step, the environment becomes more oppressive, while the horrors hidden among the trees seem to respond to human weaknesses. The narrative explores the psychological decay of those facing inescapable fears. It's not just about what's in the forest, but also how the past and personal traumas shape every choice and perception. The distortion of time and space intensifies the feeling of being trapped in a nightmare that seems to have no escape, while the threatening presence of the witch is felt even in the quietest parts. Following the character in their struggle against sanity and the horrors surrounding them is a unique experience. The forest is not just a backdrop, but a character in itself, distorting reality and challenging what you believe to be real. Every decision, every reaction to danger reflects who you are, making the experience as personal as it is terrifying. In 16th place, Oxenfree is a fascinating blend of supernatural mystery and teenage drama. The story begins as a simple get-together between friends on an abandoned island, but quickly takes a frightening turn when a ghostly portal is opened. The tension builds with every moment as you try to uncover dark secrets and face inexplicable forces that seem to come from a forgotten past. The dialogue system is one of the most striking elements, allowing your choices to shape relationships and the unfolding of the story. Each conversation carries emotional weight and affects the dynamics between characters, creating a narrative that feels unique to each player. The interaction with the island's mysterious radio adds another intriguing layer, connecting you to voices from another plane that reveal fragments of the story and alter the reality around you. The game's aesthetic combines stylized art and a hypnotic soundtrack, creating an atmosphere that oscillates between nostalgic and disturbing. As you explore the island and uncover the mysteries it hides, it becomes clear that every decision matters, leading to surprising outcomes. It's a story that not only scares but also moves, leaving reflections on friendship, regret, and the echoes of the past. In 17th place, Bound by Flame places you at the heart of a conflict where the fight against evil forces is as internal as it is external. In a world devastated by ice lords and their army of undead, the battle is both against monsters and a demonic entity that seeks to consume your humanity. Every decision you make carries consequences, shaping not only the course of the story, but also who you become in the process. The combat system is dynamic and customizable, offering 3 distinct styles. You can choose the weight and brute strength of large weapons, the agility and stealth of dual blades, or the powerful fire spells that channel the energy of the demon within you. This freedom to choose your combat path, combined with the need to adapt tactics in real time, keeps every encounter exciting and challenging. The companions you recruit along the journey add even more depth to the narrative. Each one has their own story and relationship with the world, reacting to your choices and even to your connection with the demon. The fight against the horrors ravaging the land is intense, but the hardest battle may be the one you fight within yourself, balancing power and humanity in a world where both are scarce. In 18th place, Gravity Rush 2 expands everything that made its predecessor special, putting you in control of gravitational powers in a universe full of intrigue and challenges. The story begins with a twist that transports the protagonist to a new floating city, where the fight against oppression and supernatural forces takes on an epic tone. This rich narrative unfolds with constant twists, as you uncover secrets of a world that is as beautiful as it is threatening. The gameplay is a unique combination of vertical exploration and strategic combat, with 3 gravity styles that allow lighter movements, devastating attacks, or the balance of the original system. Each style is essential for overcoming enemies, facing bosses, and navigating impressive environments that challenge physics. The freedom to switch between these modes keeps the action dynamic and varied throughout all the missions. The world design is vibrant, with cities full of life and characters that react organically to your presence. While the main plot addresses themes of power, sacrifice, and identity, side missions and interactions with the inhabitants make the experience even more immersive. The game combines a striking artistic style with an engaging narrative, making every fall and every rise something memorable. In 19th place, The Surge 2 takes you to a devastated city where chaos reigns after the crash of a plane. The mysterious nanostorm that approaches threatens to engulf everything, as you face a world that seems determined to destroy you. The narrative is built around constant tension, with mysteries deepening at every corner of Jericho, a ruined city that hides more than it seems. Combat is the highlight, with visceral brutality that demands attention and strategy. The limb-cutting system is more than just a trick. Choosing specific parts to attack not only weakens enemies, but also rewards you with new gear to evolve. Each battle, whether against armored soldiers or crazed robots, is a test of precision and adaptation. Character customization is rich and allows you to create a unique playstyle. Weapons, implants, and drones offer a vast array of possibilities, encouraging experimentation with new combinations to face challenging bosses and explore the secrets of Jericho. The blend of tactical combat with exploration in a world full of threats makes every step a conquest. Next, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning delivers a grand adventure in a world filled with magic, epic wars, and deep mysteries. The universe, shaped by a rich mythology and decades of fictional history, places you in the role of a hero without a destiny, resurrected inexplicably and thrown into the heart of a conflict that could define the future of Amalur. The combat system is a spectacle in itself, blending magic and physical attacks fluidly and responsively. The battles are dynamic and customizable, with abilities that can be integrated into any playstyle. Tactical options range from brutal charges to devastating attacks that manipulate the fate of enemies, creating memorable moments in each confrontation. Customization is one of the biggest highlights, with the innovative Destiny system, which allows you to adapt your class as you evolve. The freedom to explore vibrant regions, discover ancient secrets, and choose how to shape your journey turns every choice into an essential piece of the narrative. Amalur is a place full of life, stories, and challenges waiting to be unraveled, making the adventure unforgettable. Let me know which of these games you've had the chance to play. Did any of them spark your curiosity? And would you add them to your list of upcoming games? We'd love to know which one caught your attention the most. Share in the comments any game that should have been on the list but didn't make the cut. If you can, subscribe to the channel to help me grow and never be in doubt about what to play again. I'm leaving 2 videos in the card, one I selected for you and another one YouTube picked. Just click on either one to watch. A big hug, happy gaming, and see you tomorrow.